conceptually, it's good. Thank you, Gary. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Sharon, and I'll be your MC this morning. Before we begin, we'd like to welcome our special friends this morning, all the way from Oahu, Melody and Kendall, Dad Kendall. Now, who are they?
I don't know.
We don't know who they are. Okay, Mel is granddaughter of the Kiyoharas and Kendall's son. Okay, so welcome to Maui. And welcome to all of you for Makawao Honganji Dharma Family Service. Okay. We'll begin with Vandana Tisarana. If you're able to, please rise. Please be seated. Today we'll chant the Sutra Jusei. The verse is reaffirming the vows found on the screen, or pages 55 through 59 of the Red Service book. And this will be followed by quiet sitting.
Say Let's sit together quietly for a few moments. So just relax and get comfortable. If you're able, sit forward in your seat and place both feet flat on the ground. Sit up straight and align your head, neck, shoulders, and back in a straight line that goes down to the floor. Place your hands comfortably in your lap. Now close your eyes and just breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. In and out. As you breathe in, you'll feel energy filling your body. And as you breathe out, any stress or worries in your mind just fade away. Just breathe. The sound of the gong will signal the end of our quiet meditation.
We encourage everyone, both here in person and at home, joining us by live stream to offer incense at this time. The offering of incense is an ancient rite of purification of mind and body to prepare to hear the Dharma's teachings. In the Honganji tradition, the offering of incense is our own personal expression of joy and gratitude for the all-inclusive wisdom and all-embracing compassion of Amida Buddha. Thank you very much. Let us now recite the Golden Chain of Love together. Let us begin.
I am a link in Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds. Knowing that what I do now depends not on my happiness or unhappiness, but also that of others. May every link in this golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may all attain perfect peace. Now,
we are going to raise our voices now, so please rise if you're able, and we'll be singing the Gatha, Softly Blew the Breezes, which will be found on the screen or page 151 in the Gatha book.
when
And we'll have children's Dharma story time.
Maybe. Live from Makawao, it's Children's Dharma Story Time, starring Barkley the dog and Lucy the ladybug, with special guests Green Snoopy and Kermit the Gosho frog, and 2 happy caterpillars and Shinran. Bee-ha! Good morning. Aloha kakahiaka, oha gozaimasu. It's me, Barkley the dog. How y'all doing this fine Sunday morning? Yeah. Hey, where's Melody? There she is. Hey. Okay, sorry. Good morning. Aloha kako. Aloha for everyone. I'm so happy to see all of you this morning. Barkley, let's put on our super cool magic glasses from Maui Optics and see who's with us here this morning. Well, that's a fine idea, Lucy. If Sensei could scroll up to get the thing going. There we go. Let's see. I can see Kalena and Tyrus and Tori and Benji and Lena and Kava and Elmi and Micah and Nolan and Cora and Illinois and Miliana and Kenneth, Lindsay, Sierra and Wesley. And Jai, Ice and Cruz and Tide, and Maddie in Colorado, Melody right here, and Cadence in Honolulu. Boo! Wait! Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. Thank you for tuning in today. Boy, have we got a great story for you. Yes, that's right, Barkley. It's one of Sensei's favorite stories. Today's story is Before the World Wakes, by Estelle Laurie, illustrated by Paola Zakime. The book is dedicated for Lily and Bodhi, who taught me to love the early morning. And that's from EL. 4 AMS, and that's from PZ. The nicest time of day is not when it's bright. It is not when there is so much noise, or when we go from here to there, and there to here, and back again. It's not bath time, or dinner time, or even when we're playing before we go to sleep. My favorite time is when we slide out of bed and everything is still gentle and quiet-ish and full of other people's dreams and sleeping. We wrap ourselves in blankets and our toes squish into wet grass that is cold but not too cold. The stars say good morning at the same time they say good night, and we watch the moon pull them home as night and day hold hands. Then the sky goes the color of a wish. It's just for us. The snails do a slow dance. Flowers turn their faces to watch. And the crows and the sparrows and the magpies start up their hollering and singing, while the cedars and spruces and aspen trees all whisper out their own song. We join in because it's so good to say hello, especially to a new day. When we go inside, Mama asks, "What do you do out there while the world is still asleep?" "Nothing," we say, because sometimes it's special to have secrets about trees that whisper and snails who dance just for us. But even before that, the real answer that we won't tell anyone, not even each other, is that the best part of being up before the world wakes is being together. That's not nothing, it's everything. The end.
And that was the story Before the World Wakes by Estelle Laurie and illustrated by Paola Zacchini. Hey, wasn't that a great story? What part did you like? Really? I like that part too. I love waking up real early in the morning and howling at the moon. Arrgh! And sometimes I like to howl at the roosters too. Actually, to be honest, I love to holler at anything, anytime, anywhere. How about you, Lucy Ladybug, loving my life? What's your favorite time of day? Well, I love how the stars say good morning at the same time they say good night. I never thought about it that way. Yes, Lucy, it's just like the moon. Sometimes in the early morning, the moon is so bright. It's like the moon is saying, good morning, son. Time to wake up. Hey, Sensei, you sure it's not the moon saying, hey, Sensei, you gotta wake up? Well, it could be, Barkley, I don't know. That's not in the script. Where are we? Oh, there we go. And I thought the little girl was very profound when she said, the best part of being up before the world wakes is being together. The best part of every day is when I'm together with you, Barkley. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Come here and give me a hug. Woo-hoo, wait, let's give Sensei a hug. Okay, woo, woo, wait. Okay, let's give everybody a hug. Hey, Auntie Sharon, you're sleeping. You gotta wake up. Wake up. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, you lovebirds. Sensei's got to give the Dharma. Sorry. Okay, you lovebirds. Sensei's got to give the Dharma talk for adults now. Okay. Hey, ha, sure, Sensei. No worries, mate. As my buddies in Australia say. Say, Lucy, what do you say we sneak over to the social hall and check out the refreshments? Oh, Barkley, we go. Fade to black. And this is where Melody says, Sensei, you forgot something. Yeah, I forgot to tell Melody to say this at this point. Sensei, you forgot something. Okay, remember, kids, be good. But not too much. Okay. Hey, Sensei, you missed the slide again. There we go. Okay, there we go. Very good. Be good, but not too much. Okay, Melody, you can take a nap now. So the Dharma talk for adults, I'd like to talk about the parable of the white path, which is the other. Let's begin with the words of Shinran Shonin. When one thought moment of joy arises, nirvana is attained without severing blind passions. When ignorant and wise, even grave offenders and slanderers of the Dharma, all alike turn about and enter Shinjin, they are like waters that, upon entering the ocean, become one in taste of it. Namo Amitabha. The words of Shinran Shonin in the Shoshinga, the Shoshin Nembutsuge. The hymn of Chu Shinjin and Nembutsu, this is verse number 7, which you can find on page 70 of volume 1 of the collected works of Shinran. Namo Amitabha. So good morning. This morning I would like to talk about the meaning and significance of Higan, the equinox, the spring equinox in this case, why it's a major observance in Japan, in Buddhism, and for us here today in the modern world. So this year, the vernal equinox, the spring equinox, falls on Monday, the 20th, which is tomorrow. So tomorrow is Higan. Tomorrow is the equinox. So what exactly is Higan? In Japanese Buddhist tradition, Higan means the equinox, and it's also referred to as O-Higan, using the honorific prefix O to express reverence and gratitude for the significance of the event, which traditionally marks the turning point between seasons. The equinox occurs twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall. Let's see, I think if you could see the picture, the kolea bird. I don't know if you can see it out in the parking lot with all the cars. We have about 4 of them here on the property. And I always know that Higan is coming because they change colors. So this is the colors that they have when they come over here, when they first show up. But as they prepare to go, I guess, fly back to Alaska, the colors become like black and white. It's much more dramatic coloring. So if you have a chance to see one, again, just another sign that the seasons are turning. after the wet and windy weather that we had, it's nice to say, we're kind of entering nice weather again. So what is the equinox? What is Higan? Higan is when day and night are exactly equal, when light and dark are in perfect balance. Higan's a reminder of the truth of impermanence, the truth that all things arising from causes and conditions, including ourselves, are constantly changing and will not last forever. In the Jodo Shinshu Honganji tradition, Higan, the equinox, is considered the ideal time to pause and reflect upon the balance between our spiritual life and our secular life. And this all comes from the parable of the white path, which is this one. Okay. I'll bring down, we have a larger size, poster size one, which I'll bring down after. So Master Shan Dao, the great Chinese Buddhist master, the fifth of the seven Pure Land masters revered by Xinran, wrote the parable of the white path in the 5th century in China. So in the parable, Higan literally means the other shore. And in Jodo Shinshu Honganji tradition, the other shore is the Pure Land of Amida, the realm of ultimate bliss, realizing supreme enlightenment and oneness with Amida. This shore is referred to as Higan, and this shore refers to the world of egotistical confusion and selfish delusion. This is the world that we live in. So here's the parable of the white path as taught by Shan Dao. A river of fire and a river of water separates this shore from the other shore of enlightenment, the Pure Land of Amida, the realm of awakening and becoming Buddha. The only way to cross the two rivers is to go from this shore to the other shore is a white path that's only about 4 inches wide. So on this shore, you hear voices of bandits, which you can see in the lower right corner. The bandits are saying, "You'll never make it. You're not brave enough. You'll never be good enough. You'll fall in. Come back to this shore and we'll help you." On this shore, you hear wild animals and beasts growling and fighting over who gets to eat you. On this shore, you also hear the voice of Shakyamuni Buddha saying, "Take refuge in Amida's great compassion. You are embraced, never to be abandoned, just as you are. Have no fear." And from the other shore, you hear Namo Amida Butsu. You hear the calling voice of Amida. You hear Amida calling out to you. Proceed on the white path with singleness of heart. You will not drown in the river of fire or fall into the river of water. You will not be hurt by bandits. You will not be eaten by wild animals. I will save you without fail. And like many parables, the parable of the white path ends there. So many times we tell this story, and you wouldn't be the first person to ask, Sensei, what does this parable have to do with us? We don't live in 5th century China. We aren't being chased by bandits and wild animals. We live in the real world. So let's think about that. Right? In the real world, on this shore, on Higan, we're constantly busy. We're juggling the responsibilities and demands on our time. Partners, family, school, work, caregiving, volunteering, being retired. My observation is being retired is about the busiest thing you could do. Our computers, right? Tablets, smartphones, and now smartwatches are constantly buzzing with calls and messages and distractions. And we're so often busy with just stuff. It totally consumes our attention and drains our energy. So this is why I feel exhausted all the time. There's just too much going on. So we seldom have time to stop and smell the incense. Pause for laugh. You can laugh at this. When was the last time you had a moment to take a deep breath and recenter yourself? So it's no wonder, right, that our spiritual lives suffer from neglect. So the white path, crossing the river of fire and the river of water, is, of course, this is our life in the quote-unquote real world. We desperately want relief and we seek refuge, but the path is narrow. We have doubts, we have fears, we get distracted, we are lost. On this shore, we are being chased by bandits and wild animals. On this shore, our lives are filled with shouting voices telling us, buy this, want more, work harder, get ahead. Bandits who want to steal our money, they're yelling at us. Use this shampoo, you'll always look young. Eat this, you'll live forever. It's a superfood. Invest in this, you retire comfortably. Buy this, you have peace of mind. On this shore, our lives are filled with wild animals and beasts growling at us. Hate the other. Give in to your anger. Destroy the other. The river of water, our selfish greed, our self-centered greed, insists, if I only had more money, I'd be happy. If I only had a bigger house, I'd be happy. The river of fire, which is our anger, fear, and doubt, insists, I'm right, they're wrong. Somebody else is to blame for my unhappiness. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. On this shore, Shakyamuni Buddha teaches, life's tough. It doesn't always turn out the way you want. Selfishness causes all suffering in life. Eliminate selfishness and suffering ends. The way to eliminate selfishness is the eightfold path of the noble ones. But the eightfold path is difficult. It requires total commitment, becoming a monk, seeking spiritual truth and understanding above all of your other responsibilities. You literally have to shukke, which in Japanese means to leave home. That's the way they write it, to leave your home. You have to turn your back on everything. So I would have to turn my back on Mimi, on our son, and our grandchildren. Right? This job, my responsibilities to the Honganji, the commitments and promises I made. You just have to say, no, bye. I'm going to go search for the truth. Shave my head, take the dust off, put some rags on, grab a begging bowl, and start searching for truth. So there's no kind of half efforts in the pursuit of truth. So in the Jodo Shinshu Honganji tradition, Amida Buddha is calling to us constantly and saying, if the Eightfold Path is too difficult, or you're unable to achieve the perfections of the six paramita of the Mahayana tradition, then take refuge in Namo Amida Butsu, and you will reach the other shore of enlightenment without fail through birth into the Pure Land. So when we, right, critically thinking, cynical, well-educated people, when we're truly brought, when we're brought to truly hear Namo Amida Butsu, the calling voice of Amida Buddha, the inconceivable vow, the power of the vow to save all, it's already working in our lives, ceaselessly to guide us to the faith of Shinji, the heart of great compassion, the mind of absolute purity, of non-discrimination, that is Amida Buddha. So Higan, when day and night are exactly equal, is the perfect time to reflect upon our secular and spiritual lives, the balance between our real life and life that is true and real. So am I living the life of Nembutsu? Am I living the life of gratitude, humble, grateful, kind, and gentle? I'd like to think so. So Higan, when light and dark are exactly equal, is a reminder to ignore the river of fire, the river of water, the bandits, the wild animals, and just walk the path of the Nembutsu, and truly listen to the teachings of Shakyamuni, and truly hear the calling voice of Amida. So Higan, when the cold of winter turns into the warmth of spring, it's a harbinger of hope. It's not too late to awaken the aspiration for birth into the Pure Land, to become Buddha, to help other people, not because I want to be enlightened or because I fear death or because I want to feel superior to other people. So Higan is the time we must ask ourselves, am I truly grateful for the causes and conditions, the situations, the people and spiritual teachers who guided me to this path of Nembutsu? Me of all people, I ended up on this path. Or am I simply putting on airs of being religious and virtuous? Well, inwardly, I'm listening to the voices of the bandits and the wild animals. They're getting quite clever with their advertising now. Are you sure you have enough money to retire? Are you sure? Are you sure? The introduction of doubt. It actually works. It's a very good advertising technique. If I could make you doubt your convictions, I can sell you anything. Am I just pretending that I'm not actually burning in the river of fire, or that I'm not drowning in the river of water? There are times when it feels like I am. I feel consumed by my anger. I feel consumed by this need for something more. And by the way, I know I don't have enough money in the bank to retire. It's just one of those things. Higan then is a time of hope. It's not too late to walk this path. Just keep walking the path. Higan's a time of transformation. You can always say, okay, I'm just going to keep going forward. Higan is awakening to the wisdom and compassion that's already in your life. You're not going to fall into the river of fire or the river of water. You don't have to give up everything and become a monk to conquer your ego, anger, greed, or ignorance through self-power practices. Shinran teaches you don't have to sever blind passions, the egocentric cravings and attachments that cause suffering and unhappiness in this human life. You don't have to give up anything to be assured of going forth to birth in the Pure Land. So having truly heard Nam Myoho Daibutsu, the calling voice of Amida, you come to realize that the all-inclusive light of wisdom of Amida Buddha already illuminates you just as you are. The great love and and all-embracing compassion of Amida Buddha already embraces you just as you are and will never abandon you. So your birth into the Pure Land, your supreme enlightenment, your return to this world in oneness with Amida to help others is already assured. It's already assured. All we have to do is wake up from this dream that we call our daily lives and walk the path of Nembutsu with singleness of heart. And when we wake up, we just say Nam Myoho Daibutsu in joy and gratitude. So Higan, the spring equinox, is the perfect time to wake up in a single thought moment of joy, as Shinran says, at being embraced just as you are by Amida's compassion and wisdom, never to be abandoned. So just as the winds and rains of the past few weeks have turned into the warmth of spring, this Higan marks a milestone in our journey on the white path that leads without fail to the other shore, the Pure Land of Amida. The white path is your unrepeatable life. So today is an opportunity to keep moving forward, to live to the fullest in this moment of this day of an unrepeatable life. Mahalo for listening this morning, and may your day be filled with aloha. Namanda, Vitsanamanda, Vitsanamanda.
Thank you, Reverend Carey, for sharing the Dharma with us this morning. Let us chant the Metta Sutta, the Loving Kindness Sutra.
Just give me a second. So if you go to the back of the altar or the side part where we have the preparation area, you're going to find a lot of these little candles that are about this big, because it's considered very uncool to let the candles burn out during the service. So if anybody wants candles about this big, let me know. Okay, let's recite the Metta Sutta. May all beings be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May I be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to me. May I live in peace and harmony. May my family be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May my friends be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May my teachers be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May strangers be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May my enemies be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live
Namo Namo.
Okay, we'll have the gratitude meditation.
So let's sit together again quietly for a few moments. So just relax and get comfortable. If you are able, sit forward in your seat and place both feet flat on the ground. Now sit up straight and align your head, neck, shoulders, and back in a straight line that goes down to the floor. Place your hands comfortably in your lap. Now close your eyes halfway, so you're looking both inwardly and outwardly. And just breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. In and out. As you breathe in, think of something for which you are grateful. And as you breathe out, just say mahalo. Just say thank you, thank you, thank you. Just breathe. The sound of the gong will sing at the end of our quiet meditation. Now,
Please rise if able to, and we'll sing Ondoku-san, the hymn of gratitude written by Shunran Shonin, which will be found on the screen. Okay, please remain standing for the Nembutsu.
Higan.
When one thought moment of joy arises, nirvana is attained without severing blind passions. When ignorant and wise, even grave offenders and slanderers of the Dharma, all alike turn about and enter Shinjin. They are like waters that upon entering the ocean become one in taste with it. The wisdom of Shinran Shonin. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Okay, please be seated. Okay, once again, thank you for joining our service this morning. And we have announcements.
Okay. So we have next week Dharma Family Service, and then the first Sunday in April will be the Hanamatsuri here at Makawao. And then April 9th will be the Central Maui Hanamatsuri, which this year will be at Wailuku Honganji. This year we are the host temple, so I encourage everyone to please come out. Let Karen know if you're going to come. We need a head count. Okay. The other thing is just to say that our PA system has gone to the Pure Land, as it were, which is why, thanks to Floyd, we have the little amplifiers and stuff, which is better than nothing. The schedule is April 22nd to start construction, and hopefully will be done by April 25th. So I ask for your understanding and support as we struggle through kind of just playing it by ear every Sunday until the new PA system comes into play. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, the PA system seems to be working real well, so thank you, Floyd, for your contribution. Okay, as Sensei had said, April 9th, April 9th is our Hanamatsuri, which will be held at Wailuku Honganji from 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock service starts. So what I've done is I put a page 2 to the sign up. Some of you may not have been in the temple, or you haven't thought about signing up for Hanamatsuri. Please do. The last Hanamatsuri we had as with Kaholui Honganji, Wailuku Honganji, and the 2 Jodo missions was in 2019. And so we had already at that point decided to have it at Wailuku Honganji because it seemed to be more financially easy if we went to Wailuku versus being at Velma Santo's Civic Center. So please join us. And so I'm going to put this out there. If you want to see who already signed up, turn the page and then you'll see page 1. Okay, if you haven't signed up yet, please do. We'd love to have you join us. Okay, so I think that's one thing. Unless
You should know what's entailed in this, because some of them are brand new to Hanamatsuri. They
Oh.
don't know what it's going to be.
does anybody know what Hanamatsuri, does not know what Hanamatsuri is? Okay, there's one hand. Okay, Hanamatsuri is a time where we celebrate Buddha's birthday. And we do sing birthday, you know, happy birthday. So if you want to be involved in singing happy birthday and having a birthday cake, please come and join us. And we'll have a regular service, we'll have games, we'll have adult time, and then entertainment. And for our temple, it's a big surprise, okay? No, not really. Remember the other year we had the temple did the birth of Buddha, the video. So we plan to share that again because not everyone got to see it because it was during the pandemic time. And then Sharon mentioned food. And this year we're catering all the food. So, you know, be prepared for something really great. I mean, not that we never did great things, but yeah. So please sign up, give us a try anyway. And then another thing is there's a title to our Hanamatsuri, sharing joyfulness or joy. And so at this time, if you have any poems you wrote, any songs you played, you know, of pictures that show how joyful you are, you know, it doesn't have to be big. It can be very small because our poster board is like this. But please share with us because we'd like to see you in a joyful mood. Okay, so we have some pictures from our temple that made us all feel good. So just kind of think about it, and you know, we don't need to have it ready until the week before Hanamatsuri, when we do, the week before our Hanamatsuri, because we'll just put them up on the walls of the Wailuku Honganji social home so that everybody can see. And then we had some kids that were on spring break, Sierra especially, who did a background collage for us to put our work on. So please participate and please come out. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, and if Sensei is available, Sharon's available, myself available, but even Diane Kosaka and anybody in the office, they're more than likely be able to answer your questions. Thank you. Okay, any other announcements? No? Okay. And once again, the columbarium is open between 8:30 to 5 o'clock. And we're not having refreshments today because the BWA ladies will have to depart. Okay, so you need to have your refreshments on your own. Okay, see you next week. Okay, bye.
Oh.